In the unforgiving terrains of Afghanistan, amid the chaos of urban warfare in Grozny, and on the front lines of conflicts across the globe, one vehicle has consistently proven itself as a symbol of resilience and tactical ingenuity. The BTR-80, a Soviet-designed armored personnel carrier, is not just a machine of steel and engines, it is a lifeline for soldiers, a mobile fortress, and a testament to decades of military engineering. Imagine the weight of responsibility on a vehicle that must protect its crew, deliver troops safely under fire, and adapt to rapidly changing combat conditions. This is the story of the BTR-80, its creation, its trials, and the countless lives it has touched on battlefields around the world. If you love your mom and dad, hit that subscribe button and show some love to her as we explore the untold legacy of this remarkable vehicle. The story begins in the early 1980s, a period of intense military innovation for the Soviet Union. The Soviet military recognized that their existing armored personnel carriers, particularly the BTR-60 and BTR-70, were aging and increasingly vulnerable in modern combat scenarios. Urban conflicts and guerrilla warfare demanded a vehicle that was faster, more durable, and capable of carrying troops across diverse terrains while maintaining significant firepower. The BTR-80 was conceived to meet these exacting standards, a platform that could transport infantry safely, provide suppressive fire, and maintain mobility across roads, deserts, rivers, and snow-covered landscapes alike. From the start, engineers prioritized versatility. The BTR-80 is an 8x8 wheeled armored personnel carrier, fully amphibious, capable of traversing water obstacles without preparation. Its hull is constructed from welded steel that, while not impervious to heavy anti-tank rounds, offers substantial protection against small arms fire, shell fragments, and shrapnel. The vehicle can carry a standard crew of 3, commander, driver, and gunner, alongside up to 7 fully equipped infantry soldiers. This design allows units to be transported directly into the line of fire while minimizing casualties. Powering the BTR-80 is a KAMAZ 7403 260 horsepower diesel engine, giving it a road speed of up to 80 km per hour and a water speed of 10 km per hour. For Soviet commanders, this meant a vehicle capable of rapid deployment, capable of keeping pace with tanks and mechanized infantry while offering a mobile protective shield. Its 8-wheel drive system, independent suspension, and robust chassis design allow it to negotiate mud, sand, and uneven terrain, which proved invaluable during Afghanistan's mountainous conflicts. The BTR-80's armament is both formidable and precise for an armored personnel carrier. The standard configuration features a 14.5 mm KPVT heavy machine gun and a coaxial 7.62 mm PKT machine gun. The turret is fully traversable and capable of high-angle firing, enabling the vehicle to engage low-flying aircraft, elevated positions, and infantry at range. In later variants, particularly the BTR-80A, a 30 mm 2A42 autocannon replaced the KPVT, significantly enhancing the vehicle's offensive capability and enabling it to challenge lightly armored vehicles on the battlefield. Its operational debut in the Soviet-Afghan War proved both its potential and its limitations. The rugged Afghan terrain demanded a vehicle that could navigate mountain passes, desert plains, and river crossings. The BTR-80 performed admirably, ferrying troops into remote combat zones and providing suppressive fire when ambushed. However, soldiers quickly discovered that the vehicle's armor, while sufficient against small arms, was vulnerable to improvised explosive devices and anti-tank mines, a reality that would influence future design modifications. Its amphibious capabilities allowed troops to cross rivers without waiting for pontoon bridges or other support, an advantage that often changed the outcome of skirmishes. Urban warfare presented even greater challenges. During the First Chechen War, BTR-80s were deployed in Grozny and other contested cities, where narrow streets and heavily fortified buildings turned the vehicles into both vital assets and high-risk targets. Ambushes, improvised explosive devices, and sniper fire tested the vehicle's limits. Yet the BTR-80's mobility, combined with coordinated infantry tactics, allowed Russian forces to maneuver in areas where heavier tanks could not operate effectively. Stories emerged of vehicles surviving attacks that would have destroyed less resilient APCs, earning respect among soldiers who relied on their armored shell as a temporary fortress amid chaos. Beyond the former Soviet Union, the BTR-80 found its way into numerous international conflicts, either through export, surplus sales, or battlefield capture. Nations in Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and Africa incorporated the BTR-80 into their armies, adapting it to local combat requirements. In Syria, for example, the BTR-80 has been employed by multiple factions, often as a troop transport, command vehicle, or mobile weapons platform. Its simplicity, ease of repair, and adaptability ensured that even older models remained relevant decades after their initial production. Despite its success, the BTR-80 faced criticism. Its armor could be penetrated by modern anti-tank weaponry, and crew comfort was limited by the constraints of armored design. Soldiers reported that extended deployments in harsh climates, whether sweltering heat in desert environments or sub-zero temperatures in Eastern Europe, posed additional challenges. These realities pushed military engineers to continue refining the vehicle, leading to upgrades such as improved armor packages, reinforced suspension, enhanced communication systems, and NBC nuclear, biological, chemical protection. One of the more dramatic twists in the BTR-80's history came during the Second Chechen War. In one engagement, a BTR-80 unit was tasked with transporting reconnaissance forces into a heavily fortified urban area. Enemy forces had anticipated the route and laid a series of improvised explosive devices. As the first vehicle advanced, an explosion disabled the lead vehicle. Moments later, the second BTR-80 arrived, its crew under intense fire, and executed evasive maneuvers that allowed the surviving troops to continue their mission. The incident became a case study in vehicle resilience and the importance of armored mobility, highlighting how even in dire circumstances, the BTR-80 could provide the edge soldiers needed to survive. Over time, the BTR-80 evolved. Variants were developed to increase firepower, add troop protection, and improve command and control capabilities. The BTR-80A, as mentioned, integrated a 30mm autocannon, while specialized versions included anti-aircraft configurations and NBC-protected command vehicles. The design philosophy emphasized modularity, ensuring that armies could adapt the platform to new threats without investing in entirely new vehicles. This adaptability has contributed to the BTR-80's continued presence in military inventories across the globe. Technical specifications of the BTR-80 are as impressive as its battlefield record. With a combat weight of approximately 13.6 tons, a length of 7.7 meters, a width of 2.9 meters, and a height of 2.33 meters, it strikes a balance between mobility and protection. Its amphibious capabilities allow it to cross bodies of water at up to 10 kilometers per hour, and its 8x8 wheel configuration, combined with central tire inflation, enables it to navigate difficult terrain with minimal risk of immobilization. Communication systems, upgraded in modern versions, allow coordinated maneuvers across complex battlefields, and night vision equipment enhances operational capability during nocturnal operations. The BTR-80's role in training exercises and peacetime operations is also notable. In Russian military drills, the vehicle often serves as a core component of mechanized infantry brigades, demonstrating tactical maneuvers, troop deployment strategies, and combined arms coordination. Soldiers trained on the BTR-80 learn not just the mechanics of the vehicle but also the strategic principles that underpin armored infantry operations. Its presence in training ensures that even future generations of soldiers understand the value of mobility, protection, and coordination on the modern battlefield. The narrative of the BTR-80 is not complete without acknowledging its global influence. Armored vehicles designed in the West, including various wheeled APCs, have drawn lessons from the BTR-80's design, particularly in balancing mobility with troop protection. Its longevity and adaptability highlight how a well-engineered platform can remain relevant for decades, even as warfare technology evolves. Analysts often point to the BTR-80 as a case study in cost-effective, versatile armored vehicle design that prioritizes practical battlefield utility over theoretical superiority. Human stories around the BTR-80 further enrich its history. Accounts from veterans describe the feeling of safety the vehicle provided under fire, the intense focus required to drive over treacherous terrain, and the tension of operating in urban combat zones where threats could appear from any direction. In Afghanistan, soldiers recall river crossings where the vehicle's amphibious capabilities prevented delays that could have cost lives. In Chechnya, infantry troops depended on the BTR-80 to shield them from sniper fire as they maneuvered through devastated city streets. These narratives turn the BTR-80 from a mere piece of machinery into a participant in the broader drama of human conflict, resilience, and survival. As technology advanced, the BTR-80 faced competition from newer vehicles, but its modular design and continued upgrades allowed it to maintain operational relevance. Today, It stands as a testament to Soviet engineering foresight and the enduring utility of a vehicle designed for flexibility, protection, and adaptability. Whether in combat zones, training grounds, or peacekeeping operations, the BTR-80 continues to fulfill the role for which it was originally designed, carrying soldiers safely, providing fire support, and adapting to whatever the battlefield demands. The story of the BTR-80 is one of evolution, resilience, and human ingenuity. It demonstrates how a vehicle, while built from steel and powered by engines, can carry with it the hopes, fears, and survival instincts of those who depend on it. From rugged mountains to urban streets, from its initial deployment in the 1980s to its continued use in the 21st century, the BTR-80 remains a symbol of armored warfare capability. Its narrative intertwines with the stories of soldiers, commanders, and engineers, creating a legacy that is both mechanical and profoundly human. If you've enjoyed this journey into the history and legacy of the BTR-80, and if you love your mom and dad, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show some love to her.